Hi cellos, welcome to part 1 of the festive dance practice video. Part 1 is just measures 1 through 21. So in this video, I am playing and explaining just measures 1, the beginning, through 21. Again, like the D string boogie video, if you've seen that, I'm gonna take this in sections. So I'm gonna start looking at the beginning, measure 1 through measure 9. That's going to be our first chunk. In these 8 measures total, you only have a few different notes. The very first note you have is open D, which you know. The second note in measure 1, also the third beat in that measure, is A on the G string. So it's actually first finger on open G, first finger on G. Okay, so that's 2 of the notes down. Whenever you see a note in the third line in the staff, that is D. First space in the staff is A on the G string. Next new note is all the way in measure 4. So in the first 3 measures, you have the same notes that you've seen. Measure 4 is a new note. It is 1 on the D string or E. Note in the third space is E. And our last, we have a few more. Measure 5, we have a new note, C sharp on the A string. Okay? And our last different note in this section is A, open A. And we don't see that note until measure 6. Here is measures 1 through 9. I'm going to put my metronome on first. Once again, this is just a practice tempo. It is 80 beats per minute. That means every click is the quarter note. Here's measure 1 through 9. 1, 2, ready, go. Next, I'm looking at measures 9 through 17. 9 through 17 is our next chunk. I'm going to concentrate first on measures 13, 14, 15, and 16, just because here we're switching strings a lot and also switching from a lot of fingers to not very many fingers. An example is measure 13. You have B on the A string for 2 beats. Then you have to get to 4 on the D string. So here might be a good time to just use one finger, of course, for B. You do that anyway. But have your other fingers kind of hovering over the D string from B on the A string to G on the D string. Measure 14, we have open A, and then we have F sharp. This is a little bit easier because you can just have those fingers hovering on the D string while you play open A. So let's play those 2 measures together. This is 13 and 14. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next, in measure 15, we have E. That's 1 on the D string. Then 3 on the A string for that C sharp. Then just back to 1 on the A string for 16. Okay, so practice that a couple times. Maybe just pits, just to concentrate on your left hand. This is 13 through 17. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here is 9 through 17. Of course, I need my metronome first. 9 through 17. 1, 2, ready, go. that was 17, that last loud note. Okay, last section for this video is measure 17 through 21. Now you have something fun here, something that you might not have seen before. You have two notes on top of each other, starting in 18. That's the first one. You see a D on the bottom and an A on the top. You're gonna play those two strings together. That is called a double stop. So measure 18 sounds like this. Okay, so you gotta get your bow square on those two strings without the crunch at the beginning. Yeah. And then the second time that you have double stops in this section is not until measure 20, where you have. Here's 17 through 21. 1, 2, ready, go. And then we lift our bow. That is part 1 of the festive dance practice videos. Part 2 should be coming soon. Thank you for watching. Please practice. You'll get better and better the more you play at home.